this is the Oaks, a house in the country which I rented for the summer. As an author, I write tales of mystery and murder, but the things that happened in this house were far more fantastic than any story I've ever had published. I brought a staff of servants from my city apartment, and my maid Lizzie Allen, who had been with me nearly 20 years. Lizzie?
Yes, Miss Cornelia?
Is the car ready?
It's at the door. Look, Miss Cornelia, them servants you brought from the apartment are talking about walking out on us.
Really? Oh, I know they don't like it here, but I didn't think it was that bad.
Well, they've been hearing things about the killer that the police call the Bat and the murders that he committed here this past winter. Now people are saying that he's back again.
Well, how can they be sure of that? Has he committed another crime?
No, not yet, but that ain't saying that he won't. Here's something else. You've heard about the bats they have here, animal bats, the kind that fly.
Yes.
Look what it says in this magazine. This is a report from the State Health Department, and it says some of them bats is rabid.
Well?
And that ain't all. And now there's a rumour going around that it was the Bat himself, the killer I mean, that released the rabid bats in this neighbourhood.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Well, the housekeeper, the cook, the butler and the upstairs maid don't think so.
Well, I can't help what they think. If hysterical nonsense like that can scare them out of their good jobs, it's their loss, not mine. Come on, Lizzie, I've got to get to the bank. Drive directly to Zenith Bank, Warner. I'm afraid we'll have to hurry, it's near closing time.
I'll get you there, Miss Van Gorder.
Thanks again.
Miss Van Gorder!
How are you doing, Mr. Bailey?
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. You remember Lizzie Allen?
Of course, hello, Miss Allen.
How do you do?
So you're spending the summer with us again?
Yes, I've leased the Oaks, the home of your bank president, John Fleming.
I heard you had. I was surprised.
Why? Is there something the matter with it?
No, I was surprised because Mr. Fleming said he would never rent it.
Well, I rented it from his nephew, Mark Fleming, who has the real estate office here. He said his uncle would be gone the entire summer.
That's right. Mr. Fleming is in the North Woods now with his physician, Dr. Wells. Oh, pardon me, Dale. I want you to meet my wife. We were married at Christmas time.
That must have been nice.
Believe me, it was. Oh, here she is, my wife, Miss Van Gorder, Miss Allen.
How do you do, Miss Bailey?
How do you do? Quite new in Van Gorder.
Yes.
Oh, well, I read every murder mystery you ever written. I just adore that Glade one. The Private Mourn of Dr. X. Even though it gave me shivers.
Only the shivers? Scared hell out of me? Well, I really means that Miss Corney killed them off in that one.
When you refer to my books, please don't call me Miss Corney.
Pardon me, Mr. Bailey. Mr. Hines is here to see you.
Oh yes, excuse me, please. Don't be strangers now.
No, we won't. Oh, so you're a bride?
Not since Christmas.
You know, I'm sure I've seen you.
Well, I used to be my husband's secretary here in the bank.
Of course I remember.
May I welcome our most distinguished visitor back to Zenith?
Oh, that's very charming, but...
Lieutenant Anderson.
Lieutenant Anderson, of course. Chief of Detectives of the Zenith Police Department. This is Miss Allen.
Miss Allen.
How do you do?
Lieutenant Anderson is one of our favorite citizens. He's on the bank's board of directors.
Not bad for a policeman.